It's on now? Alright. Episode 3, the Two Breaks Podcast. This time we have a voice recorder, so it'll come out a little bit crisper than the last one. Yeah, this one should come out pretty good. Episode 3, no special edition, back where we started, back where we, filmed episode 1. I'm your host, Sandbag Larry. And to my right...
I never have nicknames, man. I can't think of nothing. I'm always in like this slightly sleep-dazed state.
You can be the sleep monster.
Just call me Jimmy.
Sleep Jimmy. Jimmy McGee.
Yeah.
Toss me the lighter over there. Alright, we were actually watching a bunch of videos before we started this, and there's a lot of shit going on. One of the very, very first things you realize is that Childish Gambino got fucking booed in Newcastle. Because they thought he was going to perform, but he just DJ'd. And my question is, like, in the article it says they screamed obscenities. Do you think they said nigga at him? You think they were like, get off the stage, nigga? Well, I can't do an Australian accent.
I think that would have definitely made the news by this point.
What news, though? Because you got to think, like, the way Australia's put it together is probably different from the way...
No, absolutely, but somebody from the American press would have found a reason to report that because it's sensational.
In this day and age?
It would have been like, you would think that Childish Gambino doesn't get called a nigger by this point. You know how we always act brand new with that shit?
Yeah. The N-word? What's that?
A whole bunch of black people go, gasp. Like, nigga, you just got called nigga yesterday.
Yeah, you called me a nigga 15 times before you said hello.
Right.
You know what I mean? The PC age. Well, anyway, Childish Gambino got booed off stage. Apparently, he must suck as a DJ. Or they just, wanted him to...
They really wanted to hear 3005.
It can't be the only
like,
song.
Where's the teddy bear, you dick? I paid to see the teddy bear.
He's got more hits. He got Sober. He's got...
Keep going.
He's got Less. The song Less is a pretty nice
Less?
song. Yeah.
I didn't even know that existed. That can't be a hit.
It's L.E.S.
And I like Childish Gambino.
It's off the Camp album.
Yeah, I mean... Is that the one he did to the Lil Wayne beat?
It's original.
Don't know it. Sorry, Donald.
Donald Glover. Well, hey, he did a great job in The Martian, which I haven't seen yet. But I've seen his clip in The Martian.
Oh.
He's in it.
Others said the march. I was like, Childish Gambino performed at the Justice or Else march? That'd be proven to be crazy. Farrakhan's like, and now, my beloved brothers and sisters, I present to you your favorite rapper for the last 3 weeks, Childish Gambino.
Thanks, beloved. 3005. It's like, them short shorts are not really good for the march, brother. I prefer you wear a suit
While
and tie.
I don't always agree with the clothes that he wears, he's still black, I guess. Childish Gambino. That'd be fucked up.
Afterwards, like, get him off stage, beloved. This is not what we want. Where's J. Cole?
Right. Please replace him with Jay Electronica as soon as he shows up.
Not Jay Electronica. I hate Jay Electronica.
Really?
Yeah, I feel like Jay Electronica is the hip hop Where's Waldo. And then, here's a problem with Jay Electronica. He makes 3 great songs with Just Blaze. Awesome. Love that. Never dropped a mixtape. Can't buy anything from Jay Electronica. How's he making money? But he's living better than us.
He can still tour off of that.
How long is the set?
He's got more than 3 songs though. And by this point, people will pay to hear anything Jay Electronica says.
He's got like a few guest verses. He has a verse on Mac's last album. But he goes on Complex and he goes, the new album is done, but I might delete it. If you do delete the album, you will forever be known as a hip-hop Where's Waldo. You don't rank anywhere.
That just screams to me, no, the album's not done. The album hasn't even been started yet.
How long has he had? The guy's like 39 years old. He doesn't really have
doing
much.
Other things, man. He's been fucking Rothschilds.
Right,
things are important.
Which is another thing. He fucked the dude. It was like his friend. Like his friend took him on a hunting trip with his wife, and he fucks his friend's wife. Then the friend gets all wrapped up because I guess either A, she never had a black guy, or B, she never had a rapper who was also black.
Jay was like, first thing you need to understand is we are the original Jews. It's just like, oh, damn. I just wanted to talk about infidelity.
Have you ever seen Hidden Colors, beloved?
There's a 14-year-old girl who is a new freshman at our program, and she just came up to me randomly, started talking about Pan-African theology, and
At 14?
Mm-hmm. And what's his name? Dr. Umar Johnson. She was like, you know who Dr. Umar Johnson is? I was like, you know who Dr. Umar Johnson is? You're 14. Mm-hmm. She wants to join the student body so she can force the school to teach classes on the true history of Africans.
That's kind of cool.
No, it is.
That's
it's
like
very
the most
cool.
positive thing we said in this
very
podcast.
Cool. But I was like, what are you going to say to the student body during election time? And she was like, do you want to learn things that they won't teach you in school? And I was like, I don't think that's going to work.
You want to learn the truth, brother?
Right. Do you want to learn what this entire staff has been preventing you from? It's like, don't forget still adults.
Sign up here, nigga.
Don't forget they're still adults and they run the school.
Yeah.
So like, oops, lost your ballot.
Yep. Goodbye. Just that easy. I mean, I like Hidden Colors, but some of the stuff I just can't agree with.
Yeah,
like,
well, I mean, that's a given. That's going to happen.
You're
not supposed to.
I like the historical part. The historical part makes sense. I do believe that. I do believe in the Yakubians thing. I do think all that's true.
So you believe that white people were created from a scientist who put two germs together to create an imperfect being
with a big ass head? Yes, I do think that could be possible.
And that's the origin of all people that we consider white.
Yeah.
Huh. I don't think I've met anybody who I know actually believes that. At least that they said that they believe that.
I do. And especially, I mean, I thought about it in the sense of, like, the way they lived in caves, and then I thought about, like, the way white people were living at the time, kind of like barbaric, Black Plague kind of thing. And then I thought, like, even back then, most of the black people had some type of irrigation. Like, you weren't living in filth, you know what I mean? So it could come from them living in the mountains and shit, you know, doing, like, paintings on the wall and things like that. And then maybe once they got power, they had been so animalistic for all those years that they couldn't allow anybody else to get it, which would, i.e., hence, you know, racism and them taking over shit and Black Wall Street and all types of other stuff. Plus, you know, white people are the inventors of pumpkin spice lattes, heavy kale diets, Seinfeld. No, I like Seinfeld. Anything pumpkin spice, I'm pretty sure is made by a white guy. There's no black guy going, you know what niggas need, son? Niggas need that pumpkin spice latte, son. Like, word, Starbucks, my nigga. Here's a Starbucks card. Here's a Starbucks app. Get that pumpkin spice, bro.
Did you see the new one
downtown?
Stop
gangbanging. The new pumpkin spice latte downtown?
The new Starbucks.
No. But downtown's becoming a little weird.
It's across from what park is that? It's closer over to where the YMCA is.
I know what you're talking about. It's like going down towards like where the comic book
glass
store used
windows, like the Apple Store. Glass
windows?
Or like the whole like walls are glass. At least that's what I remembered seeing. Maybe
that's so the white people can see niggas approaching. Like, hurry up and get the macchiato. They're waiting outside. Somebody's gonna get robbed for their macchiato one day.
As you should have. Somebody should organize a bunch of black folk from like Central Newark to be outside the window like zombies. Jobs.
Give me your macchiato. Why does everything in here sound like Chuck Mangione? I heard this song 5 times and there's no words in it. I wonder if the Starbucks downtown's gonna have like future playing.
Hell no.
That'd be awesome though.
That would be.
That'd be awesome. You walk in and it's like, what a time to be alive, just blasting through the fucking shit. Diamonds Dancing is playing, people are making their fucking espressos and shit. I don't know. Downtown's becoming like, I'm not gonna say it's becoming like Brooklyn, but
yes, it is. It's called gentrification.
You think it's that?
No, I know it's that.
No, I'm saying like, cause Newark is still like the most unfriendliest place in the country.
Well, things don't happen overnight.
Actually, in the world, at least we were. Which means that coming to Newark, we're more unfriendly than going to Baghdad, son. Baghdad, my nigga. They're even nicer to their tourists than Newark is. Because Newark doesn't really get tourists, though. You know, we're not really a big tourist place. So when you see a group of white people coming to see the Devils, and they're like, yeah, Devils! There's a black dude like, fuck off, man. You want these Knicks? You want this Arizona? You want to buy some Molly? You can get 3 things from one guy.
That it's just the New Jersey Devils. So just every once in a while you get an influx of white people that are like, yeah, Devils! Devils! And you have these people at storefront churches like, I told you. I told you.
I knew this was going to happen. Look at him. They all got the same haircut.
Face all painted red like, yeah,
we love hockey.
Drunk. Fuck this city.
Give me more Milwaukee's best.
Give me my beer. Fuck this city.
That'll be $8. It would be $8 for a whiff of Budweiser. You just waft in the smell of it for $8. Did you enjoy your waft? $8? Actually, I'm not gonna lie. I kind of like the stadium though. The stadium's dope.
I heard it's nice.
I've been there a couple of times. I'm actually gonna see Travis Scott there November 11th. Sort of a shameless plug though.
Dope.
With the weekend, I think it's gonna be dope. Oh shit! Speaking of, well, maybe not Travis Scott, because Travis Scott's pretty much on fire. But I was gonna say the whole Wale thing with Wale and the Breakfast Club, and pretty much Wale is I can't really go against him, even though I kind of hated him last year, because last year he was really emotional, and he said that he thought the reason that he wasn't famous enough was because he was dark skinned. He was like, I gotta have light skin. What do I gotta take? What do I gotta take for me to be better? Nobody likes me, you know, because there's a stigma that DC niggas are very sensitive. It is. They say all niggas in DC are like that, like Wale. And then Wale called Complex.
Hi, DC.
I was just there for homecoming.
I miss you guys.
I never really met too many sensitive people in DC, but he called Complex yelling at them like, "You think Juicy J's album better than mine?"
Well, no, I'm not going to be the person that tells you that. It's not a personal thing, man. It's, you know, we sit...
You mean to tell me Juicy J album better than mine? Is that what you trying to tell me? You mean to tell me everybody put on that fucking list? No, don't play me, man. I'm sorry, I came into civil right now, but they can go completely another direction. I'm just, right now, respect me, dog. Like, I respect me, dog. Like, respect the fucking culture right now, man. Because right now, it's like some petty shit going on right now. And I'm trying to get to the bottom of it in a civil manner, yo.
There's no disrespect, man. I mean, straight up, I really...
Man, fuck you, dog. You know disrespect every fucking time, dog. I swear to God, I come to the office and start knocking niggas the fuck out. You want to see some ghetto ignorant shit? That's what y'all promote. That's the only thing y'all promote from niggas is ghetto ignorant shit. You want me to do that? Because right now, it's like you give me the same song and dance like I'm a fucking idiot. You think I'm a fucking idiot? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
No, man, not at all.
Because I think you think I'm a fucking idiot, dog. Because y'all always do this shit. How the fuck you mean to tell me my album ain't in the top 50 of that? That's what you believe? Or if you saw me in the street, would you be like, oh, dude, I think you, oh shit, man, y'all think your shit is great, man. Which one is it? Because if I see one of y'all gonna tell me that in my face.
Let me tell you, when we make these lists, we all get together, we have a big staff meeting, and we debate the list for hours, and we consider lots and lots of artists, more than 50 artists, 100, maybe 200.
All right. I see y'all niggas tomorrow. I'll see y'all tomorrow. How about that? Get the security ready.
Juicy J. So Wale's already kind of, you know,
What's wrong with Juice, man? Why you going after the Juice, man?
Wale thinks that his poet lyrics outweigh the shake that ass ho music of Juicy J, which
I guess,
yeah, to a degree could be somewhat justified.
You ain't
in
no
that.
Juice though. You ain't no fucking Juicy J.
Nah, he doesn't move the crowd like that.
You can't sleep on 3-6 Legacy just because Juicy J is doing his solo thing.
He did though, but this is the one time where Black Twitter actually went against Meek and sided with Wale. It's the first time it ever happened, because after the Breakfast Club interview, Meek went on Instagram, had a very long rant like he normally does, kicked Wale out the group, told Wale to kill himself, told Wale that he didn't have his phone number, that's why he can't call him, then told Wale that he was broke, which turned out to be a lie, because Wale is actually worth $6 million and Meek's worth $3 million, which I thought was kind of funny.
That doesn't mean you're broke, though. I mean, that doesn't mean you're not broke.
Nah, I mean,
because your worth isn't necessarily what you have in the bank.
You could be, like, he could be broke in the sense like he owes so many people, but for Meek to come out his mouth like that and say you can't mention my name, broke nigga, and blah, 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 when he's worth more than you, just makes you look even stupider. So now this big backlash is a term called meeking, which is where you're a bitch nigga on social media. All the barbs are trying to petition for her to leave Meek. So there's like a wave of influx of people like, Nikki, you can do better, girl.
Leave him, Nikki.
Yeah, leave him. You know when that hotline
we want you to be with Drake.
Which will never happen. That'll never happen. I can't see that even going down. But yeah, Meek, Meek's losing on all fronts. He might turn into Ja Rule if he doesn't drop anything soon. It's not over.
That's what I was saying before. He set himself up with that Ja Rule line.
The whole
that Ja Rule shit of 50 Cent. Somebody was like, yeah, nigga, you're Ja.
Yeah. We like Ja Rule now. After 10
Do
years
we?
of...
Do we?
What's that new Ja Rule classic?
Exactly.
Murder .2? Murder 2.5?
I don't know what Ja Rule's doing besides being in a movie called The Preacher's Daughter and a cookbook, right?
He has a cookbook?
Supposedly.
To how to cook crack?
I don't know. Some shit.
It
Some
could
shit
be.
that he came up with when he was in jail.
How to Cook Mediocrity by Ja Rule. With Steven Seagal and him both wearing do-rags on the cover. Remember that? That's when we knew Ja Rule was going downhill. Because he convinced Steven Seagal to put on a do-rag. And you know what? Since then, where's Steven Seagal?
It's true.
He's been swept up under the
He
Ja
had a
Rule
good
curse.
run until he threw that do-rag on.
You know what'll happen? Lil B will curse Meek Mill, and then Meek Mill's whole career will go to shit because of the curse of Lil B.
Lil B should go after Meek Mill.
Not lyrically, though.
No,
well,
lyrically.
Yeah, because Meek doesn't
Lyrically.
really...
He should. Just
Meek
end his career. Just have your career ended by Lil B.
wearing a grandmother's dress from a Sunday morning.
Maybe the
I
perfect end to that story.
I can't agree with the antics. Not that I would be cursed by Lil B, and in the out of it that Lil B actually hears this, I got nothing against you. I just think it's a little more of a facade.
I just personally
don't-
want to say thank you, Bass God, for
No.
fucking my bitch.
No!
Because my bitch has never been fucked by anybody like you, Bass God.
No.
She came home and she had TYBG written all on her hands and feet and in her armpits. It was strange. And all I could do was just look at her and cry a solitary tear because at least my bitch had been fucked by the Bass God. So, thank you. Thank you, Bass God.
I rebuke.
I appreciate everything that you do for all of us and our bitches.
I rebuke
Bass
you,
God.
Bass God. I will be the first one to say I dare
Same
you.
nigga just said don't give him a curse. He's asking for it.
Yeah,
Curse
now-
the shit out of this motherfucker.
Now I dare
Bass
you,
God.
Lil B.
Curse the
because
shit out of him.
I will never allow Lil B to fuck my bitch.
He's
I
sleeping
will
on your
kill
bass
Lil
powers.
B if he
And
has
that's
it.
and that's exactly that's why everything you do is going to go wrong.
Yeah.
Everything you do is going to turn to dust. You have to release your bitch to the Bass God.
I cannot.
You
I
have
cannot.
to. You can't really even claim that you have your bitch until you've allowed her to experience the Bass God. And that is the greatest sign of trust and compassion and commitment between two people. Because first of all, it's like, how is your bitch not going to go to the Bass God anyway? So you kind of have to just accept
Two
it.
things. One, I rebuke everything from the Bass God. I dare you to say some shit about that. The second thing is, I wouldn't allow any rapper to fuck my bitch. Not even if it was trendy. The third
First of all,
thing
Bass
is,
God's not a rapper.
I've heard
Bass God is
the
not a
Bass
rapper.
God's mixtape with Chance, and I like Chance, and I'm the first one to
The
say
Bass God
I
is the
think
Lord of all things bass.
after
And the most
track one-
positive and inspiring person in the entire world.
Bullshit.
Okay?
After the first track on that Lil B Chance the Rapper mixtape, every other song goes to shit. When you listen to the lyrics are shit. You're making Chance the Rapper sound like shit, who's one of my favorite rappers. So I'm gonna say
Yes,
I
but
think
why
that
would your
guy-
favorite rapper invite Lil B the Bass God on his track? If
You know
he
why?
did not already understand that the Bass God is the Lord of all bass.
You know why?
To
'Cause
which we're all
they're
eternally
trying to
grateful.
go into this whole spiritual thing, if we get together, then I'll be blessed by the B. Well, you will not be blessed by the B because the mixtape is trash. You should have just had Childish. You should have had just Chance and No Name Gypsy run it. The first track is fine, but I rebuke you, Lil B. I have to. I have to go to war with Lil B.
I salute you, Bass God,
And
and all of your bass practices.
we gotta leave. We gotta.
And I support all of your bass products as well.
No, you don't.
Yes,
You
I do.
lie.
Yes, I do.
Man, please have a Canadian cigarette.
Yes, you may.
Now, if this cigarette explodes because of the Little B curse, I'm still gonna rebuke you. How about that?
What
Okay.
is your issue with the Bass God, sir?
Well, right now I'm just riffing just to riff, but I just don't feel like
Really?
he's that. I don't think he's that good. I really don't think he's that good for me to put that much stake into this guy.
But being bass is not about being good.
See, that
Literally, I'm not making shit up.
that doesn't make any sense to me. I
Being
feel
bass,
like
being bass is just about being yourself. So if being yourself is being the worst rapper in the world, which I don't think Lil B is.
I'm
But
not
if
gonna say he's the worst rapper in
But
the
if
world.
being yourself is being the worst rapper in the world, and you do it to the point where you don't care, you have reached the heights of bass, and
Now,
it's a beautiful thing
there's-
in a rap game full of rappers who are way too serious. That's kind of the point.
there's other rappers who aren't as serious, like Lil Dicky. But if you separate Lil B from the bass, right? Now, bass as an ideology sounds pretty awesome. It sounds
is.
like some hippie shit for rap culture.
It is.
If you take Lil B now as just who Lil B is, minus the I guess the spiritual aspect to him, I'm not really that much impressed, nor am I really moved by Lil B. I feel like I'm more moved by what other people say about B, as opposed to B himself.
It's about the same. We're talking about Jesus.
About Jesus. Blasphemy.
If you take the
I'm not
divinity,
that racist anyway.
If you take the divinity away from Jesus, most people will say, well, that's just a regular man. It's no big deal.
Well, he did break bread, though.
Well, I don't understand what you're saying.
He broke bread, my nigga.
No, I get that, but I don't understand what that has to do with anything. You know?
That's because you're a little B side. I'm going to be anti-bass. How about that?
Bass guy turned water into lean once. I saw him do it.
No, you didn't.
With my own eyes.
You know what? There's a video of Bass guy getting punched in the face, too.
Yes, he is. He's wearing a pink shirt, right? Or the guy who punched him is wearing a pink shirt.
Yeah. I don't know how we got into the Little B Bass guy debate, but it is pretty interesting. Anyway, Little B, if you're going to do anything, please curse Meek Mill, and hopefully that curse will come true, because we got to get Meek out of here. We can't allow him to keep throwing bullshit on social media. It's just not good for any other rapper. You know what I mean? Like, it's just not a good look.
All I want you to do, Bass God, is fuck my bitch. That's it.
No.
Simple
not
request.
allow Bass God to fuck my bitch.
Simple request.
Never. Never, ever, ever. You got like?
Here.
Shit. Speaking of
you really should know the
sacrilegious,
joys of letting Bass God fuck your bitch, but continue.
I saw a video of a guy talking about that shit at a concert.
Did you see the video of the guy who offered his... You saw that, right? He offered his girlfriend up on stage.
Why?
For Bass God. So Bass God could fuck his bitch.
But why?
It's like
though?
raising your stock price, man.
No, it's not.
Yes, it
It's
is.
you. It's not you. It's the public falling into a hoax. You're falling into a hoax.
Why does it have to be a hoax?
Because it's not true.
What's not? He didn't really fuck his bitch?
No, the Little B stigma is becoming like something.
At what point is it not true? Is Kanye's following true? Is Drake's following true?
Yeah, because they make good albums. Little B hasn't made anything
but good
good.
is relative.
Yes.
Right. So if you have a bass devotee who believes that every album Lil B has dropped is lyrical gold, can you really argue that when good is relative?
Yeah, I can totally argue that because
I'm always gonna be somebody who argues that you can't say art is good or bad. It's just art that you fuck with and art you don't fuck with.
Okay, I can understand that. I can understand that logic for sure. I just think it's all hype, in my opinion. Me personally, I do believe that Little B is all hype.
So.
I don't see.
At one point I did. At one point I did, but this was saying you listen to one mixtape. The more I listen to his work,
mixtape I gotta give him.
I mean, he got a lot of mixtapes.
I'm saying, like, it's like watching a TV show, right? If I watch a TV show, I say, oh, you got to give it 10 episodes.
I'll give you this example. When he was in high school, I wasn't a Jay-Z fan. And I had probably heard the Dynasty album.
That's a good album.
It is, but I wasn't a Jay-Z fan. So with just that one album, if we jump forward to 2015, and I'm like, I don't like Jay-Z. And he's like, well, what if you listen to it? And I said, the Dynasty album. You'd be like, no, you have to listen to more. Wouldn't you?
No, not really.
Really? So just off of me listening to that one album, I say I don't like Jay-Z, you're like, okay, well then...
Yeah, you just don't like Jay.
Really? You wouldn't say, please listen to Reasonable Doubt, please listen to... You wouldn't, think of other albums that would show me the full spectrum of Jay's ability?
The reason I say no is because I've come to the fact now that me doing that is putting the idea in your head to listen for something good, as opposed to you listening to it by yourself. So if you listen to it with no preconceived notion of me telling you that it's good, it's going to be your most honest opinion. If I tell you Reasonable Doubt's a classic and then you listen to it,
okay,
you're going to be looking for the classic approach.
I say I listened to one Jay-Z album and never liked it, and the album I said I listened to is Kingdom Come. Or
that's a good album too.
Well, I like Kingdom Come too. But I'm trying to think of an album that's universally considered a bad Jay-Z album. Or The Gift and the Curse. That's what I said, The Gift and the Curse. Now, if I said that, it's the only Jay-Z album I listen to, and I'm like, fuck Jay-Z for life, you wouldn't be like, come on, dude, listen to something else. Listen to American Gangster.
I guess I would say it's his worst. It's his worst album, but it's still not bad. Like, I feel like even in Blueprint 2, you can find a couple songs you like. When I listened to Little B's mixtape, I didn't find anything I liked. I found it to be very much riff-raffy. I found it to be very much like... I think the reason that he's becoming dope is because there's like a social movement.
Not becoming
people.
dope. He's been dope. Like, this is old news, actually, kind of.
That's true. I think he's becoming... Well, he is dope, like Riff Raff, because there's a group of people who really enjoy rap to just be fun, where you can just kind of do whatever you want. And it makes sense, but me personally, I'm not looking for that.
I don't see how Lil B is any less valuable than Future or
less
like
valuable,
or like Ray Sherman, or
There's no religion around those people. You know
right?
what I'm saying?
But people definitely have a cultish following behind Future, at least.
But it wouldn't be like a god. It's almost blasphemous.
Is that like what bothers you more than anything? Is that people have elevated him to a divine status?
The fact that people believe it,
or a false divine status. Now I'm sure there's some people who believe it. I don't think that Lil B is literally a god. Sorry, Lil B. I don't believe Lil B is. I don't believe Lil B is literally a god, but I do believe that the base philosophy is a very rich and rewarding doctrine that was handed down from angels among high, and we should value it like the sacred scripture that it is.
You see what you did? You see what you did? You didn't even have to make it in music, Lil B. You could have been a fucking preacher. You could have been the Jim Jones of the 2000s.
You really could.
You could have been making people drink the pink Kool-Aid. I'm not drinking the pink Kool-Aid. You know why? Because I don't buy.
No, I just heard people, Lil B, because I'm nice as shit when I rhyme. So people are like, no, you're not allowed to feel this way about Lil B. Even Knife Wonder co-signed.
Knife Wonder's a good guy. Your music is way better than Lil B's music.
I'm not saying it's better or worse. I'm just saying Lil B is the bass
better,
man.
It's better.
Nobody asked me to fuck they bitch.
That's because he didn't make up a fake religion. You started a fake religion.
I don't know
right
if he
now.
made a fake religion though. I really don't.
He did.
I don't know if he made a fake religion.
He did. I'm telling you.
He made memes that said "Thank you, Bass God," and the entire world said, "We will do this."
People were looking for something to follow,
but that's not him making a religion, though.
It is.
That's him saying,
"This
is me."
This
is me playing on my computer.
You know he did.
I don't think so. I think he just used Twitter.
What do you think the B stands for?
No, I know what it stands for.
It stands for bass?
No, it doesn't.
What does it stand for?
Benjamin? It stands for bars.
Oh, God.
His name is Little Bars.
His name is Little Bars?
It's either Little Bars or Little Boss. It's
Little Bars?
That's what the B stands for, and for Brandon, because that's his name.
Little Brandon? Okay, let's put it this way. If his name was Little Brandon, he was putting out mixtapes with the garbage lyrics that he has, would you think the...
Probably not, because my devotion is to the bass god.
Not to Little B.
No, even though Little B is the bass god.
That makes no sense.
I must protect Lil B at all costs because my devotion is to the bass god and bass.
That makes no sense.
It makes perfect sense.
How could you devote yourself to bass god?
How is Jesus the God, the Father, and the Holy Ghost?
I don't believe that either.
I'm just saying, but it makes sense to a lot of people.
They're looking for something to believe in, and Little B seems to have filled that void. But that mixtape is still trash, and the first track is only good
what
because
mixtape?
I think it's literally called Little B and Chance the Rapper mixtape. I think there's no title.
I didn't hear that one, but I definitely recommend Angels and Demons and I'm Gay.
How do you feel about yourself now?
That I said the album title I'm Gay? It's all right, okay.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? That's the name of the album.
Now, when I say, listen to the Black Album, I feel very, strong-willed. I don't I don't feel the need to chuckle or laugh when I say the Black Album. See what you've done?
I think it's funny that he has to make people pause before they say the name of that album. It's like I was listening to
I'm Gay.
I'm Gay.
Oh, man. Damn, speaking
Somebody
of that,
out there watching this fucks a Lil B, so they get
yeah. You know what? Hopefully, we can get a chance to actually get this out there to Lil B or somebody like
Lil
that.
B follows me on Twitter, man. I'll tag him in it.
Tag him in the mixtape. I mean, the mixtape. Tag him in the podcast. Tell him we're talking about him. See, look at that. Promotion.
Hey!